Big Brother reveals more than you ever thought possible tonight at 9 o'clock. Now for those, some juicy revelations leave a rather nasty taste in Brookside.
You look knackered.
You've got a lot on your mind, haven't you, love?
You get that, Steve? What's up?
Nothing.
Well, there must be something.
I just didn't sleep much, that's all.
How come?
This from a man who works in a school. She's in the middle of her GCSEs, you dope.
Oh, don't worry about them. You'll sail through them.
That's right, put me under more pressure.
As long as you do your best.
Michelle's coming round after. We're going to do some more revision, is that all right?
As long as she's gone by tea time. I'm doing a bit of a spread for Steve's birthday. So we'll have time to get the shopping in and do the injection.
Do you have to talk about that when I'm having my breakfast?
What's up with you?
Nothing.
Reds are at home.
Marty,
You know what they're like.
she's worried about her exams and she's sick of us going on about IVF all the time, that's all.
Is that the postman?
Yeah, he had the right gob on him.
I'm not surprised. He probably didn't know whether to post it or put a couple of hinges on it.
It's from Katrina.
Go away.
I want to go back to bed.
Here, take this and look on the bright side.
What bright side?
Make the clients look healthy.
Oh, just hope no one comes in who was there last night. I made a right show myself.
Maybe you should ring Jackie and apologise.
Why? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry about here anyway.
So what are you sorry for?
I'm a grieving woman. I should have acted with a bit more
Dignity?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've got the nerve to show your face.
Why?
Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No. I'll be out all day. Tell Lindsay not to worry. I'll pick Carly up from school as per the rota.
Where you go, in the health centre?
No.
But you should be. You'll need a check-up now.
Why? I'm fit as a fiddle, me.
After last night, you'll be riddled with every disease known to man.
You are?
Man beast.
Have you got something on your mind?
I heard
Ed what?
you and her. How low can you go to me?
Well, not that it's any of your business. We're separated now, and you've got no say in what I do, or what I don't do. But just for the record, just so you know, nothing happened. Sound familiar? Bye.
Look, it won't always be like this, you know.
I know. Soon I'll get a job and we'll be laughing, eh?
Even if you don't get one.
No, I will. There's loads of help for ex-prisoners out there. Just take a bit of time.
Why don't you come down to the salon after work and we'll go for a drink?
What with?
Well, I'll pay.
No, I'll just wait till I get my gyro and then we'll do it, eh?
Suit yourself.
Can you send the next one in, please, Katie?
She'll see you now.
Cheers. I just wanted to say sorry.
You've said it, so now you can go.
I should have told you about Nikki.
I'm working, Jerome.
I know.
There are sick people out there, genuinely sick.
This won't take a minute.
And you think they should wait because of you?
Look, why has this got so heavy all of a sudden?
We're talking about rape. That's about as heavy as it gets.
Okay. Look, you feel sorry for her. I mean, I feel sorry for her too, but what's that got to do with me and you?
It makes me look bad. It makes you look even worse.
Yeah, well, you never worried about looking bad before.
I didn't know how bad it looked because I didn't know what everybody else knew. To me, Nikki was just this slim, gorgeous blonde who I thought could probably look after herself.
And she can?
Jerome, I have dealt with a rape victim before. Just the one, but it was enough. And I've talked to people about what happened to Nikki.
Who?
Katie, Bev.
You didn't tell them about us, did you?
No, and I'm not going to now. I'd be too ashamed.
Look, Nisha, this all happened years ago.
Well, according to Katie, if it hadn't have been for you, Nikki would never have got through it.
Yeah, but she did. So isn't it about time I was allowed to leave it all behind, or am I stuck with it for the rest of my life?
No, Nikki is. You can leave it behind any time you like. If you want to finish with Nikki, just do it. But don't you dare use me as an excuse. Me and you never existed. Now get out.
Look, Nisha, just give me a chance.
Get out.
How are you?
Oh, so.
Thoughts, please.
Just having a quiet moment.
Susanna?
6 months. Don't think of her as often as I should do, but it's still there, of course.
It's bound to be. I mean, you're still grieving.
And what have we got left to remember her by, Lance?
2 lovely kids.
Well, they're forgetting her already. Every day, she's becoming more distant memory to them. When they grow up, all they'll have left is photos and a headstone.
And you.
I'm not even mentioned on the headstone.
But you can make sure they know the truth.
Exactly. Do you think Bev would let me borrow that trolley?
Yeah, probably, but I'm using it at the moment.
Oh, it's all right. I'll go back for it later.
What do you want it for?
I've just got something heavy to move.
What's going on?
I'm going. I've had enough. Can't live like this anymore.
You decided to take the money.
I'm taking my son. And I'm getting out of here.
What made you change your mind?
What he got up to last night while you were at work.
What was he doing?
It's who he was doing it with. That's what gets me.
You had someone round?
That's right.
A woman?
Barely.
Well, you are getting divorced, aren't you?
Oh, that's right. So we can sleep with who we want. I don't care. I'm past caring. I'm well past caring. I wash my hands of the pair of you.
I mean, you're separated now.
By a ceiling! A paper-thin ceiling! He was downstairs having sex with Cheryl Smith while his family was up here listening.
No, we give him some credit.
Oh, here we go again. Take his side, won't you? Daddy's guilt to the bitter end.
He wouldn't do it, Cheryl Smith.
Oh, you can't believe he'd do that, but you can believe I'd do it with Shelley. Why won't you listen to me? Why can't I make you understand, Lindsay? I've done nothing wrong. I didn't betray you. I couldn't betray you. Everything and everyone I care about is in this house, and I've been locked out of it. Do you really want me to go?
No.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
There's only 2 options when you're pregnant. You can't just sit and wait for it to happen.
Shh, it's me, Mum.
It's only us.
If you want to keep the baby, you've got to tell her soon.
I know that.
And if you want to get rid of it, you're probably going to have to tell her anyway.
There's no way I'm telling her now.
Hiya, girls. Don't worry, we won't be long. We just want to get this stuff in the fridge. What do you think?
Very nice, Mrs. Murray.
So it should be at that price.
I'll save you some, Michelle.
We've got enough to feed the 5,000.
Better too much than too little.
He doesn't want a fuss. He wants a quiet family do. That's us and the 2-watt bulb.
You be nice to her tonight.
I am always nice to the lovely Trone.
Does your dad get your mates when you come round, Michelle?
Oh, we used to, but not anymore.
Learned his lesson, has he?
Now he's left home.
Oh, when did that happen?
A couple of months ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
I won't be a minute. I'm just popping upstairs.
See you later.
Mr. Murray,
Yeah.
you forgot to put the food in the fridge.
Oh, Adele, do the honours, would you?
Were they acting weird or what?
That's why I can't tell them.
Why?
Because of what they're doing right now upstairs.
What are they doing?
Have a look.
Are they smack heads?
No.
What then?
You know, my mum's been trying to get pregnant.
Yeah.
She's on the IVF now. That's what those are for. I can't tell them. Not now.
I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry I was so horrible to you. I love you too. I love you, Dad. I know. And I don't want to leave this house. I don't want you to go. But I can't live like this, Lindsay. It's not fair to the kids. I know. When he comes in, will you have a word with him? Try and make him see sense. I'll try. If he doesn't listen, though, I will go. I'll take Will and I'll go tonight. Hey, I'll do my best.
Are you getting changed?
I will go and get changed when we all go down the Swan later.
Can't you make an effort? It is 21st.
You're in your work here.
I've been doing this. What have you been doing?
Excuse me, but I've been doing the work of 2 men this week.
And what 2 men are they?
The caretaker and the doctor. You've got the bruises on your bum to prove it.
I'm going now, Mrs. Murray.
Oh, see you, Michelle. Sorry I've had to kick you out.
Oh, it's okay. We've got loads done today.
That's good. And don't forget, if you want to come again, that's no problem.
Thanks, Mrs. Murray.
Hello?
They're here. Hiya, love. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Show you, Mum, what I bought you.
Oh, that's lovely, that is. Look, Mart, look what Katrina got in.
It's a bracelet.
It's, very nice. Yeah, fits the image in the showroom.
And it's dead heavy.
Yeah, let me take your jacket.
It's all right, we're not staying long.
You're not?
Jeff's taking us out for a meal.
I thought you were having your tea here.
I know, he'd already booked a table and he only told us this afternoon. You haven't gone to any trouble, have you?
No, just sausage rolls, stuff like that.
Oh, well, that'll keep on it. We can have it tomorrow.
As long as you haven't cooked a meal.
Right, best go and get changed. Got to be there for 7.
Come on.
Do you fancy staying for your tea, Michelle?
I don't want to be here.
Come on, hair of the dog. I'll have you feeling better in no time.
It won't.
It's a medical fact. It works.
It might cure me hangover. Won't make me feel any better.
Oh yeah. What can I help you?
2 pints of lager, please, Lance.
I should have it half, thanks.
Oh, pint and a half then.
Ladies, your wish is my command.
See? It's all forgotten.
It's on the front page of the Manor Park Reporter. How can it be forgotten?
I meant last night's forgotten.
Maybe Jackie was right. Maybe they're all right. Clint was a no-mark and I was just too stupid to say it. Wouldn't be the first time being wrong about a fellow, would it?
He may have been a no-mark, but he was not a burglar.
What was he doing there that night?
Katie, babe, can I say something?
What?
Doesn't matter what he was doing there. So maybe I'd gone to pinch a video or something. So what? Is a video more important than a life now? Ron Dixon had a gun in the house and he killed someone. So that makes him a hero. I hope they throw away the key.
You're only saying that because you don't like Jackie.
I'm saying it because I can't abide violence, although in the case of Jackie Dixon, I'm willing to make an exception. Oh, nice one for last night, by the way. Oh no, these are on me and Orlean.
I'm not doing your own work. Hiya, love.
Hiya, Mum. Hiya, Nan. Grandad bought us burger and chips for tea.
That's nice.
Yeah, well, just a little treat for my favourite granddaughter, eh? Go and get out of that uniform, eh?
Do you want to go and play with Will for a bit?
Dad, I need to speak to you.
All right. Come in. Put the kettle on. What's that?
What does it look like?
Let me handle this.
Well, it's in my way. I hope you're going to move it.
I am. One way or another, it won't be there for much longer.
All right. Don't tell me you've persuaded her to see sense.
No, she's persuaded me.
What do you mean? She's persuaded you. Persuaded you what? What are you doing?
No more of this.
Hey, close that.
No.
You're not coming in here.
Lindsay's on my side
I'm not
now.
on anyone's side. It's just that...
Just what?
Well, what we've been putting my mum through, it's not fair.
I haven't put her through anything.
You broke me heart last night, Jimmy.
Did you have sex with Cheryl Smith?
No, I didn't have sex with Cheryl Smith. That's all in her dirty little mind, that.
Well, my mum didn't have sex with Shelley. I'm certain of that now.
I'm not interested in Shelley.
Then why don't you and my mum give it another go?
Shelley is irrelevant.
Well, she's the start of this.
No. This all started on our first night out. I turned up late. I bought her a cherry bee. She ate the cherry and then she stabbed me in the back of the hand with a cocktail stick. And we have been fighting and arguing and bouncing off each other ever since. Driving each other up the wall. That's how we lived then. It was great. Lots of ups, lots of downs, never dull. She likes it like that. She needs it like that. She manipulates it to be like that. Yeah, well, it can't be like that anymore. I've had a breakdown, and I've got to stay away from her just to keep my head straight.
Thanks for trying, Liz. Get back to me packing.
What do you think you're playing at, son?
I couldn't get out of it.
You couldn't tell him you were coming back here for your tea.
But we never made any big plans or anything.
Me and your mum spent our dinner running around the shops, getting all kinds of poncy salads and stupid dips.
Well, I told her not to go to any trouble.
And we almost missed our injection.
She said she'd only done a few sarnies.
Well, for your 21st? And a royal visit from Lady Troney. Use your head, son. She hasn't stopped since she got back from work.
Look, I'm sorry.
It's Di you should be apologising to.
He's Katrina's dad. He's me boss. He's been really good to me.
And we haven't.
He wanted to treat us. I couldn't say no.
And another thing.
What now?
Only woolly-backs wear gold bracelets, and you know it, you Texan.
Look, Dad. If you don't like my girlfriend, why don't you just come out and say it?
Doesn't make sense. If you're going to rob a house, what would you take with you? A crowbar, maybe a screwdriver, glass cutters. What did Clint have on him? An engagement ring. Don't you think that's strange?
Yeah, a bit.
And another thing, he couldn't have gone there to rob anything. He wouldn't have had time to sell it. We were leaving for Spain the next morning. I want to find out what happened that night. I owe it to Clint. He's the victim in all this, not Ron Dixon. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to pay that murdering scumbag a visit.
He's in jail. Don't get anywhere near him.
I'll find a way.
Well, have you got all your toys packed? You want a tea? Get his coat, Kylie, will you, love? Good girl.
It's not getting through to him, Lindsay. I've tried, I've failed, you've had a go, you couldn't do it either, so that's it, it's over. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right. I'll phone a taxi.
Dad, she's got a point. This is no way for the kids to live. For their sake, let's get rid of the lock and forget about the stupid rotors and get rid of that toilet in the garden. It's all madness.
No, it's not.
People don't live like this.
It's two flats. One upstairs and one downstairs. She wouldn't move out, so it was the best solution. Nothing mad about it. And that toilet was only temporary. As soon as I could afford it, I was going to have a proper bathroom fitted down here and a kitchen fitted upstairs. But if she's leaving, there's no need for me to do that now. Oh, are you going to your Val's?
What you care?
I need access to my son. And we need to know where to send the cheque. For your half of the house.
You can keep the cheque. The only reason I'm moving out now is for our Will's sake. But I will fight you in court for this house. I will fight you for everything that's rightfully mine. And I'll win, Jimmy. I will win.
We'll see.
Listen, I could do with a hand. Are you free tomorrow night?
Yeah, but what are you moving?
Susanna's headstone.
Are you having me on?
I want to replace it with something more suitable.
Aren't there people who can do that for you, Max? You know, professionals.
Are you going to help me or not?
Lance, I've got a vodka and coke and a glass of orange.
Just hang on there a minute, babe. I'll
Just put this trolley in the Land Rover.
No, hang on.
Cheers.
So what made you change your mind about coming out?
Well, I had a bit of luck at the job centre.
You've got a job?
Yeah, man of my talents. Was there any doubt?
What kind? can have this.
Oh, are you sure?
Well, it's worth it to have my room back to myself. Don't cry, Mum. Nana and Grandad are always having arguments. She'll be back.
Not this time, Carly. Not this time.
That'd be great. I get to wear my own uniform, get my own badge with my name on, and all the burgers I can eat.
Isn't Bigger Burgers the one where Craig used to work?
Yeah.
Well, didn't the boss stitch him up?
Oh, yeah.
He got him sent down for having his hand in the till.
Yeah, but it's under new management now. It'll be okay.
Yeah. But you're right, it will.
It's the only thing that was going, you know.
It's better than being on the dole.
It's a start, isn't it?
Listen, I know you're annoyed.
Leave me alone.
But I've been thinking about what you said earlier, and you were right. What I've been doing, it isn't fair. Not to you, not to me, and definitely not to Nikki. And it all comes down to this. If Nikki hadn't have been raped, would I still be with her?
Would you?
I'm too young to be settling down. I mean, if I'd have met when I was 30, then yeah, because I really do like her. But what's been happening between me and you, it's been the most excitement I've had in years.
But it's over, Jerome. So whatever you choose to do with Nikki, don't be thinking that me and you can pick up from where we left off. Okay?
Yeah, okay, whatever you say. But I just want you to know that I've come to a decision. I'm gonna finish with Nikki.
No, Max, no way.
Why not?
It's seriously weird.
The headstone she's got isn't right. I just want to change it, that's all.
Can't you ask the people who run the cemetery to do it?
I don't trust them.
If they caught us breaking in.
We won't be breaking in. Just be going there when it's quiet, that's all. Just change the headstone for something more appropriate.
Max, I know you're a man in mourning, and I would do anything to help you. But I'm not carrying a headstone through a graveyard in the middle of the night.
Look, that's...
No, Max.
Look, I've done you favours.
Yeah, I know.
I took you and your sister in when you had nowhere to go.
I know.
So you owe me one.
Jackie?
What?
I wouldn't normally stoop to this level. Chatting to you in public is top of the no-no list in my book. I'll never forgive what you did to Orlean.
What do you want, Lance?
I'm worried about Max. He's about to do something really, really stupid tonight.
I'm babysitting for him tonight.
Doesn't matter what I say to him. He's determined to go ahead with it.
With what?
He's going to break into the cemetery.
Oh, what?
He wants to replace Susanna's headstone with one that he's had made. And he wants me to help him.
I thought he'd got over that idea.
He's borrowed a trolley from the bar to help him shift it, and now he won't give me it back. Would you have a word with him? I've tried and tried, but he takes no notice.
We'll yell him round there later, so I'll speak to him then.
Thanks.
Jay, what's up with you?
Nothing.
You've been acting really weird.
Have I?
Yeah. I've been nursing the dregs of that pine for over an hour now. What's up?
Nothing.
Jay, I know you. You've got something on your mind, haven't you?
I suppose I have, yeah.
What is it?
Look, I can't say. Not here and not while you're working.
What can you say?
I'll come back when you finish. See you later.
Everything all right? No.
Oh, what's up?
I think he's going to dump me. It's all your fault.
What kind of drugs are they? It's a fertility hormone. It stimulates the follicles.
It's good for your hair, you mean?
No, the follicle's a little sac the egg's growing. Listen, I'll have to love you and leave you.
I'll call round tonight. You can tell me how you got on.
Are you coming round?
Well, Steve thought we could have our tea at yours, you know, because you missed out on his birthday meal last night.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of stuff left in the fridge. Just help yourself. I'll have to go.
Oh, good luck, Di.
Thanks.
Sorry to bother you.
What do you want?
I'm not here to shout the odds or anything.
What can I do for you?
I may have been a bit out of order, having a go at Mike and Jackie, mouthing off. But I'm finding it hard to get over it.
I'm sure you are, love. Thought it was a terrible thing that happened, and I know how close you and Clint were.
You're going to be engaged, you know.
I know. I'm sorry.
I've been thinking, it might help me if I could have a talk with Ron, hear his side of the story, find out exactly what happened. If I knew that, I think I might be able to move on. Reading about it in the papers, it doesn't seem real.
I know what you mean.
So I'm here for a favour. Do you think you could arrange for me to visit Ron in jail?
He has asked after you, you know. He's worried about you.
That's good of him.
He's devastated by this.
So do you think he'll see me?
But I'm going myself in a minute. If you want to come, I could probably ring the prison and get it sorted.
Oh, okay then.
Come in.
I'll try to wait on the step.
Okay. I won't be a minute.
Yeah, I'll put that down.
Jeez.
So, what makes you so sure?
Just know.
Look, I am an expert at getting dumped. I can see all the signs. When Nisha threw that drink all over Jerome the other day. Now, that was someone getting dumped.
I wanted him to dump her, to choose me. Once you started interfering, he had the choice taken away from him. Now he won't even settle for me as a consolation prize. He's going to dump me to get back with her.
She won't want him back.
Have you ever talked to a fella and known that he was going to dump you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been wrong about that feeling?
No.
At the end of my shift, he's going to come in here and start going to me. It's not you, Nick, it's me.
Then dump him first.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I love him.
Do it.
Make it easy for him.
No, just make him think twice. I mean, if he thinks that you don't need him, then...
I do need him.
Look, you are gorgeous. You'd have any fella you want. They'd be like flies round muck.
I can't do all that copping off stuff. I can't face all the getting shattered up crap. I've only ever slept with 3 men. The first one raped me. And the second one was a one-night stand. But I didn't even have sex with him. I got drunk, I mean really drunk. I only went to bed with him to prove to myself that I could do it. And I couldn't. And then there's Jerome. He got me through the rape. He forgave the one-night stand that didn't even happen. If I'm not stupid enough to think that he's the best man in the world, I just think that he's the only man that I could ever be with.
You've seen it. It's not complete. Susanna Morrissey, loving daughter, mother and sister. Is that all my wife comes to? 7 words and 2 dates. No mention of me. The wrong name.
But Max is the right name.
It's half a name.
But it's the name that she was born with, the name she died with.
Mine reads Susanna Farnham, brackets, née Morrissey. It's much better, isn't it? It's more honest. See, I'm not trying to write anybody out of history. Why are they trying to write me out?
I don't know.
Sadly missed by Harry and Emma and much-loved husband, Max. Reunited in heaven with Matthew and Emily, rest in peace. It's this much better, isn't it? Jackie, it is. They couldn't even manage a rest in peace.
But they're the next of kin, aren't they? So it's up to them what goes on the headstone.
Why?
Because it's the law.
It's me that tends the grave. It's me that tidies it up and replaces the flowers once a week. If I change that headstone tonight, nobody else would ever know.
Even so.
Who in the whole world does that grave mean most to? Me!
Here you go, let me change.
Yeah?
How you train? Just finished work?
Yeah, it's been dead quiet. I've hardly had anyone in all day. I'll have a lime soda, please, Nick, while I'm waiting for Steve.
Okay. You alright, was he?
Great. We had a lovely meal for his 21st.
Is he still getting on alright then?
Better than ever. Even my dad likes him.
What? Your dad always hated all your boyfriends.
He's mellowed since Mum left him. He's less worried about losing me, more worried about finding a son-in-law to take over the business.
He's not trying to force you two down the aisle, is he?
I might not need much forcing. The way things are going, I think we'll be engaged before you know it.
You think Steve might ask you?
Any day now. But he'll have to be quick, or I might ask him first. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, go on. Have a large vodka. Been one of them days.
Is she happy?
Who, Nicky or Katrina?
Nicky.
As far as I can tell, she's dead happy.
That's what I thought.
And after all she's been through. Does Nicky ever talk about me and Katrina?
Sometimes.
And?
She reckons that Katrina likes you even more than she liked Jason.
Didn't really get on with him, did you?
Nope.
How come?
He was always on my case. I mean, he was only looking out for Nicky, I suppose. Just didn't want it to get hurt. And Daddy was the same. Can't blame them, I suppose.
She must not have missed him.
She does.
Still, makes life easier for you.
Sounds like life with Katrina couldn't be any easier.
I've got no complaints.
Not one.
Well, maybe one.
What's that?
She thinks I look good in this. She got it for me 21st. I had to say I liked it. Well, it's just not me. Weighs loads and gets on my nerves.
Don't wear it then.
Well, she'll notice. I mean, she can hardly miss it, can she? And then she'd get upset. Just don't know what to do.
The trick is to make her go off it. Make it seem like it's her idea to get rid of it. That way no one gets hurt.
How am I supposed to do that?
Dunno.
Nah, Katrina's not the sort to play mind games with. I'll have to just say it. I'll tell her tonight to get it over with. Can't keep carrying this weight round with me, can I?
No. I'll see you later. Later.
I loved him.
I know that. And this would have been bad enough if he'd have been a complete stranger, but you're our Jacqueline's best mate. So you must have been gutted when you found out. But Katie, love, I want you to know that I think of you as almost one of the family. You've been visiting our house ever since you were a little schoolgirl. And I promise you, love, we'll all be there to support you, won't we, Anne?
Of course we will.
We'll all help each other to get through this, Katie. And you've got to remember, love, it's not your fault. You're not to blame.
What do you mean?
Well, how were you supposed to know what they were really like? I mean, it was months before any of us saw through it. We all thought Robbie was a nice lad at the start, so it's not surprising that Clint conned you. See, that's what they like, these Moffat lads.
Katie! I thought you'd come here to listen to what he had to say.
Well, you thought wrong. I came here so this merchant scumbag can listen to what I've got to say.
Thank you, sir.
Well, aren't you down to ask me something?
Any biscuits?
Oh, you know where the biscuits are. I'm talking about today. Don't you want to know what happened?
The scan?
Oh, yeah, how'd it go?
My pituitary gland is now officially not working. Thanks for asking.
That's good, isn't it?
Means I can start the second course of injections.
Congratulations.
Oh, nice one.
Why are general elections so boring?
I don't agree. There's nothing more important than casting your vote.
Hey, maybe we could liven things up a bit. We could have a party on election night. Yeah, we could go around all the polling stations with Vote for Bev's bar flyers. We'd get the widescreen telly down and we could have red, yellow and blue cocktails.
Lance, I think you're missing the point.
And you've got the cheek to sit there and tell me not to blame myself. Why would I blame myself?
Maybe he could have put it better.
How could it be my fault?
I think what he meant was, very often, when people lose a loved one, they feel guilty.
You're the guilty one. You killed the person I love most in the world.
I'm sorry.
And I can't even get you back.
Taking it out on him isn't going to help.
Who could I kill to make you feel as bad as I do? There's only one person you really love, and that's yourself.
I love my family, and that's why this happened. Because I was trying to protect them.
This happened because you're a coward. A coward with a sawn-off shotgun.
I was being terrorised that night by some yobbos at a party on the close.
Clint had nothing to do with that.
What was he doing in my house then, Kate?
I don't know. Did you ask him?
I didn't need to.
So you didn't?
He'd broken in.
You didn't ask him. You just killed him in cold blood.
I killed him in the dark, in my own front room.
You couldn't even see who you were shooting at.
shouldn't have been there.
He could have been anyone. He could have been here.
I was with him.
It was an intruder. I knew it was an intruder. And I was scared. So I used the gun.
What kind of man keeps a sawn-off shotgun in the house when there's kids around?
That was the mistake, having it in the first place.
If I hadn't had it, I'd have probably stayed hidden away upstairs and had to live with the shame for the rest of my life.
Well, that's better than what I've got to live with.
Yeah, well, I did have it and I used it.
You are a nasty, twisted, vile little man.
Katie, maybe you should go.
I've always hated you. I only ever put up with you because of Jackie.
Look, this isn't doing anyone any good.
It's doing me good. I want him to know exactly what I think of him.
Look, the guards are watching.
No. Let her get it off her chest.
Oh, doing me a favour now, are you? Get it off your chest, Katie. We'll get through this together. Don't blame yourself. Don't make me laugh.
You introduced us to the Moffats, remember?
What?
My daughter was beaten up, my son's in a wheelchair, my family were terrorised in their own home. I'm stuck in prison, and all because of someone you introduced us to. Well, I never blamed you for that, Katie. And I don't want you to blame yourself either, but that thought hasn't even entered your head, has it?
You are a murderer.
And the press think I'm a hero.
The jury won't. They'll put you away for years.
Can you get rid of her, please?
And you know when they do, I will be there, cheering my head off. It's all right, I'm going. But just so you know, while you're in here, I'll be out there starting a campaign to make sure you get sent down. Because you're a murdering scumbag, Dixon. And I hope you die in prison.
Jay, I think I know what's been on your mind.
What?
It's us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think we've been going through a bit of a bad patch?
Do you?
Most couples do, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, how do you think we can make it better?
I don't know.
Do you want to make it better?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do you wish I was black?
What makes you ask that?
The other day, you know, we were on the bus together, and then kids started having a go at me.
Nicky, we might be going through a bad patch, but it's got nothing to do with a couple of racist toe rags on a bus. Whatever's wrong between us, it's got nothing to do with the colour of our skin.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Is it sex?
All right, Nick.
Jay, I've got to ask. We don't talk about it, we can't fix it, can we?
It's got nothing to do with sex.
Could it be better?
Well, it could always be better, I suppose.
I know sometimes I'm a bit, I don't know, tense. But it's hard to let myself go sometimes. But I think it has been getting better. I mean, you haven't been holding back as much. And if there's something that I'm doing wrong or that you want me to do...
Nicky, the sex is fine.
Fine isn't very good, is it?
It's great.
You'll get arrested.
What for?
Well, I don't know. Desecrating a grave or something.
I'd like to see them prove that in court. Now, what's on the original? That is desecration.
It doesn't matter what the headstone says.
It matters to me.
She knows that you loved her, and that's all that matters.
How does she know?
Well, it's obvious by the way you've been acting.
What do you mean, acting? You think this is all an act?
No.
I did love her.
I know that.
What I want to know is, did she know? Knew?
Of course she knows.
The last words I spoke to her were in anger. We had a fight. A massive fight. The night she died, I came here and I begged her to take me back. I told her how much I loved her.
So she knows?
But then we started to argue. I lost my temper. I said some terrible things. Did some terrible things. You think it was an accident?
It was an accident.
I caused it.
How?
I got her into a right state.
So did I.
Yes, but don't you see? If I hadn't come round, if I behaved differently, then she'd still be alive.
You don't know that.
You think the night I found her is the same night that the police found her?
Yeah.
Days earlier.
But why didn't you tell anyone?
Because if anyone else knew, then the children would have to know. And how do you explain to a 2-year-old what Mummy's dead means?
Hey, come on, Max. This is all just delayed shock.
When are you next in?
I'll try and make it on Friday.
Look after yourself.
I'm sorry about Katie. I didn't know she'd be like that.
She's really thrown me, you know. You don't think there's any truth in what she says to you? With all that's been in the papers, I thought the jury would be on my side, but maybe they'll look at it like Katie does.
Who do you think's a perfect couple?
Dunno.
Come on, think. Who's the perfect couple?
Well, Steve and Trona seem to be doing okay.
Steve and Trona have only known each other 5 minutes. They're still in the honeymoon period. Come on, think. Who's a perfect couple with, like, a bit of history behind them?
I don't know.
No one, then?
My mum and dad.
They ever argue?
Yeah.
So there was things about each other that they didn't like?
Yeah.
They're not the perfect couple, then?
No.
Makes you wonder why we bother, doesn't it? I mean, if it can't be perfect in the long term, then why don't we just go for loads of little short-term things? That way we'd never get out the honeymoon period. That's why I've been thinking of finishing with you.
Well, I once split up with a fella at the altar. Can you beat that?
Yes.
And the last fella I was in love with beat me up. What about that?
Any man who is violent to women is just scum. Lowest of the low.
Just my type, eh?
You've been really good to me, you have. You've got your own problems as well. Your father's in prison and Mike. And yet, here you are.
Well, you've been there for me as well over the last few weeks, don't forget.
I haven't had the chance to thank you properly for what you've done for me, have I?
Don't mention it. You know you can't do it, don't you? The headstone thing.
Oh, yeah.
I've been thinking about asking you something.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Why?
Because I've been thinking about asking you something too.
All right, well, you go first.
No, you do.
Oh, I don't really know what to say.
Just say it.
Do you mind if I don't wear my bracelet anymore? It's starting to get on my nerves, jangling around on my wrist all day. I know you said I'd get used to it, but I'm just not that keen. I've upset you now, haven't I?
I thought you were going to ask me something else.
I mean, I'll wear it every now and again when we go out.
Get rid of it if you want.
Are you sure?
On one condition.
What's that?
You let me swap it for a ring.
Okay.
An engagement ring.
What?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. If you should get engaged.
Oh, you're joking.
I've been more serious in life.
Took you by surprise then, didn't I?
I wasn't expecting it, no.
Could finish, couldn't we?
Is that what you want?
If we finish tonight, we could cope, you know. I'd get over you. Meet someone else. I don't need you.
I never said you did.
You think it, though. Because of the rape and me drinking and everything that's happened to me. Oh, that's just made me stronger. It's made us stronger, too. What we've been through together, it's special. You'll never be better than us, Jay. Yeah, you might get a bit of a buzz for the next couple of weeks, but it won't last.
I'll never be perfect. You're never going to get as close to anyone as me, Jay. No one's going to love you as much as I do.
I just don't get you, Nick. What are you saying? Do you want us to split up or not?
All I'm saying is, if we do, we're both going to regret it. Always. Just saying, no, we mightn't be perfect, but we're okay.
And it's okay enough.
Maybe it mightn't be alright for now, because we're just taking each day as it comes. Just drifting. Got no direction.
And how do we get that?
Will you marry me?
Well, what?
What's your answer? Are we getting married?
Is that what you really want?
I said, didn't I?
Well, what are you looking for, Nick? Some kind of shotgun wedding?
No. We can be engaged for ages.
Then what's the point?
Commitment. Making our love public. Loyalty.
Look, I need some time to think about it.
Fair enough. Don't take too long, because we'll wait forever. Hiya, how are you this morning?
Oh, great. Well, rushed off my feet.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Emma.
I just have to say, I got a lot off my chest last night, thanks.
No worries.
Well, I'd ask you in, but I'm running late as it is. I've got to drop these two off at the crash.
Well, actually, that's why I came round. See if you wanted me to take them off your hands.
No, I couldn't ask you to do that.
Well, you're not. I'm offering.
Jackie, you give up enough time as it is.
Max, I'd love to, honest. The health club runs itself these days and I've got no meetings today, so...
Well, if you don't mind.
Save his dad if you bob and all, eh, won't it, kids?
You've still got the spare keys, yeah?
Yeah. Early shift in the restaurant?
Yeah, lots to catch up on. Been all over the shop recently.
You're okay. About Susanna's headstone.
I know that we fought cat and dog, but in the end, she was my best friend.
I understand that.
So I've decided to miss her quietly.
I don't know if Miss Casey. She's been my best friend for ages.
So, what have you three got planned today, then?
Well, I thought we could go visiting, go and see Cousin Beth.
Cousin Beth? Oh, never thought of it like that. Yeah, what a good idea.
The kids come first, eh?
Yes, yeah, they do. Right, bye. Hey. Mwah.
I put these Bulletin cards on the windowsill. There's one for your daddy here too.
Not that he can use it, being banged up in there. Do you know what? These politicians go on about law and order, and yet they do nothing to stop me dad from being put on remand for trying to protect his own family.
Well, that's easy to say. He's going through the legal process, that's all.
Yeah, well, I won't be voting. It's a waste of time.
Well, if you don't vote, you've got no right to complain about the government. Not that that'll stop you.
Run that by me again. You've asked him to marry me?
Is this a wind-up?
No, I've never been more serious in my life.
Nicky, he's been having an affair. You should be reading him the riot act, not proposing to him.
It's all your fault, you know.
Here we go again.
If you hadn't clued Nisha up, then she wouldn't have finished with Jerome. He'd have to make his own choice, Nisha or me.
And what if he'd have chosen Nisha?
And I'd have to live with it. The way things are going now, though, I haven't got a clue who he really wants.
So, you decided to propose to him. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
It's my only way of finding out if he really loves me. If he does, he'll commit.
And if he doesn't?
I'll let him go.
Promise?
Promise.
Don't become a doormat, Nicky.
I'm not. I'm in control now.
Should have heard the stuff she was coming out with. The mouth on her.
She was like that with me in the bar. She knocked me flying.
Well, she didn't get a chance with me dad. Screws dragged her out kicking and screaming.
She's going off the rails, isn't she? Poor Katie.
Poor nothing.
Oh, mate, she's had the biggest shot going. I'm sure she didn't mean half the things she said to Mr. Dixon.
The girl's heartbroken because of some slack, mate.
My dad's a hero. She's got a brass neck spitting in his face.
Shush, will you? You're upsetting her.
Rachel, it's tough enough for him as it is. Being inside, banged up, cut off from his family. He's got a bloody heart condition and she's having a go.
Katie can't see me dad's side of the story.
And I know her well enough to say she never will. We can't stay mates anymore.
I think it's a shame, this splitting you and Katie up so badly.
Well, it's beyond repair.
Yeah, well, like it or not, one day Katie is going to wake up and realise that Clint was scum and my dad was right.
You know what you were saying yesterday about the rape and everything?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon you were right.
What do you mean?
Well, about it affecting your behaviour.
I know it's coming, Bev.
Well, don't you think it's affecting your behaviour now? Forcing you to rush into this whole marriage thing?
No, I don't.
Look, Nikki, I am the expert. I forced Dave into an engagement, remember? And boy, did I repent at leisure.
So you think I should just dump him?
Just give him a call, tell him you're having a funny turn, take the pressure off.
And what about the pressure on me?
He played away. Just pull him up on it, give him a slap.
What's he going to think then? I'm going off the rails again. Oh, Nikki's gone all emotional. She's going to have some sort of breakdown. Can't see him hang around for that.
You're playing games now, Nikki. Just bite the bullet.
I'm showing him who I am. Right, fun to be around. And I'm asking him if that's what he wants. Last thing I want to do is turn into some sort of nagging cow. He'd run a mile.
So you sound like a victim again?
Yeah. Well, I am a victim. A rape victim. And this is my way of handling things. Just gag out, Bev.
There you go. Thanks. Look, you told Ron Dixon straight. That'll give him something to dwell on when they turn the lights off.
Will it, though? Look where he started. The local rags whipping up support from left, right and centre.
Just ignore it.
They've done a phone poll. 72% are behind Ron Dixon, going as far as praising. I don't regret one word I said to him. He's a cold-blooded murderer. Why can't people see that?
Sure you don't want more tea?
No, we've got a busy day, haven't we?
Little cuties.
Mike, I'll come with you, but they won't allow kids in, will they?
Yeah, well, Katie shouldn't have been allowed in there either, the state she left him in.
All right. Oh, we know how hard done to Mr. Dixon was. But what about Katie? Don't anyone feel a tiny bit sorry for her?
Of course, love.
I'll tell me that then, shall I?
Rachel's got a point, Mike.
Mr. Dixon's got everyone rallying round for him. Who's Katie got? Nothing and no one. Her fiancé's dead. All hope for a new life has been shattered. And from what I knew of Clint, he seemed decent, so...
Decent? A Moffat decent?
Well, he was always nice to me, giving me lifts to the hospital. And can you honestly say he was ever bad to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. He's broken this family, Rachel. Me dad is in prison because he tried to rob this place.
Us arguing now, and me falling out with Katie is all down to Clint. None of this would have happened if he'd been so decent.
See the bigger picture, Rach.
You're probably right.
I thought you'd be doing lunch with the marvellous Jeff.
You shouldn't take the mick. 'Cause you never know. One day he could be my dad-in-law.
What?
3 months just to get engaged.
Get a grip, more like. You are kidding me.
She seems serious enough.
Yeah, and you told her where to get off.
Not exactly, no.
Stephen.
Don't Stephen me.
But you can't do it, lad.
Why not? She might have a point. After all, we've been going out a year. I'm working for a dad. And Jeff's bent over backwards to welcome me into the family.
Yeah, and we've welcomed your girl to the Murrays.
You haven't had one good word to say about her.
Well, I'm not that keen on her, but that's not why I'm telling you don't do it. I just don't want to see you chained down.
Whatever. However you see her, I think I'm starting to come round to the idea. Because it just seems the next logical step. I mean, what else is there to do?
How are you, Trine?
Oh, Nick, I'm so excited.
What about?
Me engagement, silly.
Did he ask you?
No, I asked him.
And Steve's agreed to go ahead with it?
Of course he has.
He's actually said yes, has he?
Well, not yet, but it's just a matter of time.
I'm maybe getting engaged and all.
Has she very much to marry him?
No, I asked him.
Don't want me or what, Nicky? That's brilliant. Hey, we could have a joint engagement party.
Well, he hasn't actually said yes yet, but I've got an inkling and we're going to talk it through tonight.
Me and Steve and all. It's just a gut feeling, isn't it? You know, and everything just is so right. Oh, I'll have to go anyway. I'll see you.
Maybe Katie was right. Oh, come on, Dad. Not right have I got to take someone's life. He was a nobody. Yeah, a nobody with a mum and a girlfriend and a family who are probably right now desperate with grief because of me. Why did I ever get that shotgun off Tim? Because you were scared. You don't keep a gun unless you're prepared to use it.
Rubbish.
Well, keeping ale and saying you don't want to drink.
Dad, you got it for a deterrent, for protection. It's one step up from an alarm or locks on your door or a barking dog.
Katie reckons you don't go around shooting people no matter what they've done.
OK then, what might have happened next if you hadn't have stopped him?
Stopped him dead, you mean?
Last time, I got terrorised. The time before that, Anthea got touched up. Beth was screaming, you thought you were going to die. What might have happened that night? You weren't to know.
Michael, I murdered him.
You thought you could put an end to the worst possibilities happening. A full stop to the terror. And I tell you what, Dad, your family are thankful.
Bev, have you seen Nikki?
No, she's gone to cash and carry. Why? Is there something important?
Something like that.
Do you want me to pass on a message?
Just tell her that I'll be at home when she finishes.
A cappuccino to take out, please. Hiya.
All right.
Could you make it a large one, thanks?
Or Kettle having a day off, is it?
No, just fancied a proper coffee. So how did Nikki take it?
I couldn't finish with her.
Well, then be happy with your decision.
No, I mean, I couldn't finish with her then. I was going to.
And?
It was totally out of the blue. I mean, I wasn't expecting it.
What?
She asked me to marry her.
You are joking. What are you going to do?
Run away.
Typical.
Nisha, how can I marry you when it was so easy to cheat on her time and time again? All it took was one smile from you, my morals just went out the window.
Leave me out of this, remember?
There you go, £1.50.
Thanks.
So, everything all right?
Yeah, fine. We're just having a private conversation. It's all over between me and you, so we've got nothing to feel guilty about. You just got to think about Nikki from now on.
What am I going to do, Nish?
I don't know.
I'm just hoping that when I see her, I'll know what to say.
Yeah, go with your instinct.
I've got none left. I mean, I think I want to finish with her, but I can't stand the thought of breaking up with her, so isn't marriage the next step if I don't want out? Or is that just mad? Or should me and Nikki just coast along?
Till something better comes along. It's a gamble.
What is?
Whether there's anyone more right for you out there than Nikki. And I'll tell you something.
What?
It isn't me.
That's it! Just go, will you? Get out of my house! Gotcha!
Choose any 3 products from within one of our designer hair care ranges and you'll get the cheapest one free. Now available at most Boots stores.
Let's get ready to stop rumbling. There's a performance that'll really knock you out. My new Tasty Colonel's Club sandwich. Seconds out, round 2. Nobody does chicken like KFC.
Even if they invent a longer, more flexible toilet brush, you'll never reach germs where they most like to lurk. That's why Toilet Duck has invented new active tablets. They kill germs and actively attack limescale below the waterline, leaving your toilet brilliantly clean without scrubbing. New Toilet Duck active tablets, the easy way to clean your loo.
Maureen here is eating Benecol yogurts because you wanted to reduce your cholesterol.
Yes, I had already changed to a healthier diet. Then I came across Benecol yogurts, which are proven to reduce cholesterol. And I couldn't believe it. I just thought, wow, I do lead a reasonably healthy lifestyle, but I wanted to do more. Benecol yogurts are delicious, and it's hard to believe that they're reducing my cholesterol at the same time.
So you're pleased with Benecol?
I feel great. It's brought my cholesterol down, and I'm delighted.
Benecol yogurts, proven to reduce cholesterol.
This doesn't look good. Lipstick, eyeliner, black, not blue. Black underwear, check. New black underwear. Dan might be there. Clear.
All day's black. New knickers in no time.
This table with 4 chairs is below half price. One of the amazing savings in the serious summer sale at Courts.
And this remains a testament to their bravery ever seen. Any question?
How much do you think my dress cost? I got 2 for £10 from Matalan. And these vests? £10 for 3. Paula's Falmer t-shirt was 2 for £15. And how good is that? And my bikini was just £10. Isn't that great?
Matalan. Savings you just can't keep to yourself.
You should get one of these.
Fight back against hay fever. Benadryl is active in just 15 minutes. Flowers.
Don't let them get away with it.
Easy Vision all-day monthly disposable contact lenses from Specsavers are designed to be the most comfortable lenses in the world. They're made from a special material which retains moisture more effectively. They don't dry out like ordinary lenses can. And that means you can wear them for longer. So whatever else might be irritating you by the end of the day, at least your eyes stay fresh. Easy Vision all-day monthly disposable lenses from Specsavers Opticians cost from just £7.50 per pair. But if you call in now, you can try them for 30 days free.
Have you been watching the new series of Nigella Bites on TV? A fabulous new partwork free with tomorrow's Mail on Sunday You magazine will show you how to make Nigella's favourite recipes in your own home. And there's up to £5 off the perfect wines to go with them.
Just try to resist.
Nigella Bites, starting tomorrow, only in the Mail on Sunday.
Jerome was looking for you before.
Right.
He said he'd see you at home.
Did he sound positive?
It's hard to say.
Right.
Nick.
What?
Nisha came in and they talked.
Oh.
She said it was a private conversation, but well, there was no flirting going on, and he did not smile once.
So he's talked it through with her.
You're going to give it a slap?
No. It might be a good sign.
So you've the patience of a saint.
Sounds to me like your solicitor was a cowboy. But Dad, we'll get you the best. At least that's one thing I can do while I'm a dependent. So the lads are on your side then?
Well, those I've spoken to, yeah.
Everyone is on your side.
Still got Katie ringing in my ears.
Come on, Dad. You've got too much time in here on your own to get paranoid. Never question what you've done.
She called me a murderer.
Yeah, well, she's wrong. It was either him or you. Him, a stranger, violating your property, your home, threatening your safety, your family. And Dad, in that one split second, your gut instinct told you to protect everything you live for. So why can you possibly be a murderer? How can you doubt yourself? Do you know what, Dad? Your family backs you every inch of the way. The papers are calling you a hero because you are. The community's supporting what you've done, and why is that? Because in your shoes, they'd have done the same thing.
Oh, now then, what's this? These can't be my children, all scrubbed and squeaky clean, and angelic, and they've got brand new gym jams on.
Well, I treated them, his and hers.
Well, you shouldn't have done. How have they been, anyway? Good as gold?
Far from it. It's taken me all afternoon to get them like this.
How come?
I've no idea. First of all, Emma had a tantrum. Then once I got her settled down, Harry decided to kick off.
I'm sorry.
It's no bother, honest. Got to take the rough with the smooth, I suppose.
Well, you're learning what it's like to be a full-time parent.
And I've enjoyed every minute of it, even the screaming.
Well, Jackie can come again, can't she? Eh? Why can't you bide your time?
Why should I?
This is such a commitment.
That's my business.
Look, son, I'm not playing the heavy-handed dad. I just don't want to see you throw your life away at your age. Die neither. No matter how much you love her, and I know you've just turned 21, so you can do as you see fit, but look at them. That's what you could end up like.
You and Di aren't like that.
No, but me and Jan were. We got engaged too young. I wish you'd lived a bit first.
All right, Dad, you win.
How come?
Cards on the table. I was mortified when Trina suggested the whole engagement thing. Felt like a kick in the spuds, so it can't be right, can it?
But why didn't you tell me that this morning instead of making me sweat all day?
You say one thing, I'll do the complete opposite. I hate it when you're right.
That's me, boy.
There's nothing wrong with the way we are now, is there?
No. And she'll thank you for it in the long run.
Can I help? Bring
bring back the dead, can you? Sorry, Rachel. I wish you could help. It's not anyone can do.
I think you're really brave.
What, as brave as Dixon? He's a hero by all accounts.
No, I mean putting a brave face on it going back to work.
Work gets me out of bed in the morning. So I can't see the point. I can't see the point in anything. Thought kicking off at Ron would help, but it's just upset me more. Getting drunk just makes it come out worse. Can't stop thinking, why me? Why does it have to happen to me? I've gone from having everything to having nothing.
It'll take time to heal what you're feeling.
Every second without Clint seemed to last a lifetime.
I nearly lost Mike at Christmas. I think I know a tiny bit of what you're going through.
He's alive though, isn't he? I bet he hates me.
Why would he hate you?
Same reason Jackie doesn't understand me.
Mr. Dixon.
Blood's thicker than water. Got no one left to love me. Or to look out for me.
Don't be daft. What about me?
Then tell me what to do. No, I can't concentrate. I can't keep my food down. I wake up every morning if I've slept at all and it hits me again. Clint's dead. I know crime won't bring him back, but I can't stop.
Come on, let it out.
Clint's lying on that slab in the morgue and I wish I was lying next to him.
You don't.
I wish Ron Dixon had shot me and all.
Oh, where would that leave the rest of us? Like the Katie Rogers we all know and love. Oh, you're bound to feel like this. You'd be weird if you didn't. And you've got me. Day or night, just pick up the phone and ring me. I'd hate to think you're going through this on your own.
I don't believe it. Rachel!
Oh, no.
Consorting with the enemy, eh? You'd better go.
I'm here for you, Katie. Remember that.
So, I made your mind up then. So much to think about, my head spinning.
Treen.
We're not going to get a moment's peace, you know.
Look, I'm sorry, Treen, but you're expecting too much. I mean, what we've got at the moment's great, isn't it? Why spoil it?
You say no?
No to marriage, yeah. Surely no big deal, though. I think you just got a bit carried away.
I want you to know I'm not going to make a habit of this Doris Day show.
Doris Day?
Yeah, a woman's touch. Having your dinner ready on the table.
Behind that hard businesswoman, there's a housewife screaming to get out.
Yeah, you wish.
Were you in the brownies?
You're joking, aren't you? The only thing I joined was the school swimming club, and that was only because I wanted to look at the lads in the tight trunks.
Oh, Jackie Dixon didn't know you possessed such a dirty mind.
Just curious.
So, what have I done to deserve this?
Well, you're being such a good mate to me, I thought you deserved spoiling.
And so do you.
Well, we've got the whole night to spoil each other then, haven't we?
Sounds good to me, mate. You saved my life, you know.
I haven't.
I don't know what I would have done without you. Hello? Oh, hi, Mick. You're kidding?
Max, what?
Mick says that the duty manager's just walked out. Yeah, well, he can forget about his wages. What? No, Mick, no, I can't come in. No, I'm looking after the children. No, don't send Yvonne round. Look, you'll just have to manage on your own. Mick? He says he's going to have to close the restaurant. He can't cope without me.
Max, I'll look after the kids. You can't turn people away.
I don't like putting on you.
Well, business is business.
Mick? Mick, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yeah, bye. Sorry about this.
Hey, you do the same for me. What are mates for? Yeah. So, are we celebrating or commiserating?
I'm gonna come clean with you, Nick.
Yeah?
I'm totally flawed.
Oh. I see you haven't been straining at the leash.
The last thing I was expecting was all a proposal.
Why?
I've just never given marriage a second thought.
You find the idea so repulsive, do you?
I never said that.
But it's never even crossed your mind.
No.
So, you've just been stringing me along for all this time, then?
No.
So you're telling me that you've never ever thought about our future?
Well, we're okay at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, but for how long's at the moment going to be stretched out for? What's the point, Jay?
Of what?
Our relationship.
Well, we love each other, don't we?
That's easy to say. Hard to prove. You're treating me like a fling.
A what?
I want commitment. Full on or nothing at all.
Well, why can't we just be a bit different? I mean, we've got nothing to prove like Tim and Emily, have we? Since when have we ever followed their suit?
Steve and Katrina, they're doing it as well. They're making a statement that they really love each other.
Yeah, well, if it's a matter of keeping up with Posh and Bex, then...
Do you really think that I am that shallow? It's about finding a point to you and me, a reason. And there isn't one if you're not prepared to get mature about it. Jay, I want to get married. I want to have kids.
Kids?
I want to make a home. I want a future with you. And if you don't think the same, then I'm dropping you. I'm going to find someone who does.
Have you been drinking?
I don't need a bevy to get wound up over this.
What's your point, mate?
Are you on our side?
What, do you think I'm not?
Then why have you started the Casey Rogers fan club?
She was upset.
So is me dad.
And I can see why.
Can you?
Yeah, I can see from both the points of view.
You're a Dixon. You should be on our side and our side only.
I'm a friend.
Not anymore, you're not.
She thinks she's got nothing to live by. Can you make me turn me back on her now?
Katie isn't under the shadow of a life sentence. Do you want to see me dad sent down?
No, I don't. But what he
was right. Look, do you want to see this family back together again?
Yes.
Then you've got to know where your loyalties lie. You married a Dixon, that means you're one of us. This is a family thing, Rach. So if you really want to see this family stay strong through all this, then you've got to have nothing to do with the woman. Stay away from Katie. Have you got that?
Do you know Mike's banned me from seeing Katie?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I thought we were a proper couple working towards the same goals.
We are. Misha, she's given me an ultimatum. If I don't marry you, then it's over.
Harry and Emma and Max look like your family, aren't they? Max relies on you like mad. Do you reckon?
You'll have people talking.
About me and Jackie?
Too right. 20-odd-year-old blonde round at yours every day.
And next Saturday's Brookside is at the earlier time of 10 to 5. Now, over on E4 at the moment, there's live coverage from the Big Brother house. Here, Channel 4 News is next. Now, though, Krishnan Gurumurthy with Channel 4 News.
Fear and confusion in Nepal. The King, Queen and 6 other royals massacred by the Crown Prince before he turned the gun on himself. Good evening. It started apparently with a row over who the prince should marry. By the end of last night, the Eton-educated heir to the Nepalese throne had shot dead his mother, father, brother, sister and 4 other relatives. Tonight, Nepal is in shock and there are fears of political instability. Also tonight, Israel gives Arafat 24 hours to take decisive action after 17 young Israelis were killed by a suicide bombing at a nightclub. And fuel protesters try to put petrol prices on the agenda with just 5 days to go before polling day.
And the sports headlines tonight, a record-breaking performance 1 minute, but then England collapse. Michael Vaughan and Graham Thorpe both score centuries, but Pakistan dispatched the rest with ease. And Roy Keane keeps the Republic of Ireland's World Cup hopes alive, but only just.
In Kathmandu, the funerals of the Queen and King of Nepal, 2 of their children and 4 other members of the royal family have taken place less than 24 hours after they were gunned down by their son, Crown Prince Dipendra. The prince himself is on a life support machine after he turned his gun on himself. He's still officially the successor to his father, but because of his condition, one of his uncles has been named as acting king. Our diplomatic correspondent Lindsay Hilson has this.
Tens of thousands of Nepalis walked through Kathmandu with the funeral procession. 24 hours earlier, their royal family was sitting down to the traditional Friday evening dinner. Now, all but a handful are dead.
It was bad in this country before, but at least we had the royal family. Now we don't have the royal family. What are we going to do?
The king is still regarded by some Nepalis as the incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu. The rapid cremation was in keeping with Hindu rituals. Many expressed disbelief that the crown prince had killed his parents. Apparently he argued with his mother, who didn't like his chosen bride, then brandished a machine gun and mowed down almost the entire royal family. This morning, Nepal's Prime Minister met the Privy Council. It was announced that although Crown Prince Dipendra was in a coma, having shot himself in the temple after murdering his family, he would nonetheless succeed to the throne. But for the moment, his uncle Gyanendra would be regent. Crown Prince Dipendra, seen here with the Prime Minister, is 29. He became briefly notorious in Britain in 1987 when he was suspended from Eton for selling alcohol to other boys. But no one could have predicted this.